Landmark decision protecting a woman's right to access abortion services in the United States has been overturned. The Supreme Court decided 5-4 to overturn Roe versus Wade, marking the most consequential Supreme Court decision in a generation. Sky News Washington correspondent Annelise Nielsen is in Raleigh, North Carolina, covering this. Annelise, what happens next?
Well, this is a decision from Washington, D.C., but the ramifications will be felt right across the country. We'll get to that in a moment, but firstly, these scenes outside the Supreme Court have been extraordinary. Protesters from both sides, the pro-choice and the pro-life lobbies, gathering for this opinion to be released. Now, as some background, each day they're released after 10 a.m. when the court designates that there's going to be opinions released, and so people weren't sure whether this was going to happen, but they were quite sure of what the result was going to be after the extraordinary leak of this opinion. So what we had today was this opinion from the Supreme Court bench, which is now a Conservative majority. That's another reason why people were so convinced that this was going to be overturned. These were Trump appointees on the bench. They voted 6-3 to uphold the original challenge in the Supreme Court, and that was this law in Mississippi that would ban abortions after 15 weeks. But this case also posed the question about whether Roe v. Wade should be overturned on the basis that using the privacy principle in the Constitution was too far about a draw to protect the right to access abortion. Now, that's where it was a 5-4 majority, the Chief Justice Roberts abstaining from that, saying you could decide one without the other, but the other Conservative justices went ahead to do this. This poses a huge question nationally of what happens next, because it sends the decision back to the states. That's something that the President addressed in a special speech he gave at 12:30 about this decision, where he said that they'll be doing everything they can to protect women who travel to another state to access an abortion.
I will do all of my power to protect a woman's right in states where they will face the consequences of today's decision. While the court's decision cast a dark shadow over a large swath of the land, many states in this country still recognize a woman's right to choose. So, if a woman lives in a state that restricts abortion, the Supreme Court's decision does not prevent her from traveling from her home state to the state that allows it.